Okay, it's a little later. I've done a little more. Now look, you saw when I started, these are only the first coat on the wings, and yes, I've messed up. See how I've gotten the gray brown color on the wings? Don't worry about that when you're on your first coat. You don't have to be as picky because you can fix it in your next coat. Uh, with this color that I'm actually going to use for her dress, it needs a base color underneath other than white. I don't know why, but the white makes it look funny. I'm using a rose gold, metallic rose gold, and this one works best if I put like a light blue underneath it. And that's only the first coat of the rose gold, but it takes several coats. When you're doing a multiple coat, because I'll show you, I had the problem here, and you can see I still have to coat more. See the light part right there? There was a conglomeration of paint. It glooped up a little bit. I don't know the technical term. So I waited till it got tacky. And then once it got tacky, you can use one of two things. I use either these tweezers, which have a light, which makes it a lot easier when you're repairing ceramics, or I use the opener for the paint cans and just kind of lightly, don't hurt your ceramics, so don't press hard, but you lightly scrape where that gloop of paint has conglomerated, and when it's tacky, it'll come right off. And then you can, if you wait too long, it's going to not come off, and if you go too early, it's just going to smear and cause a problem. Now, another thing, you're not always going to have the color that you want, so it's okay to experiment and make colors. I made this color out of metallic gunmetal gray and metallic chocolate brown. This is a candle holder, and inside I had to clean it out, and then I painted the inside too because it looked, I wasn't happy with the way it looked. I did put white on first, a white primer, and then I did this. She still has, a long way to go. She still has her flesh still needs to be painted in, and one of the colors I use for that is this. This is medium flesh. But if you can't always find medium flesh, you can use a khaki or a really light brown and just add a little white to it till you get, or a peach. I use peach a lot, and then you just add straight flat white, which is what this is. I am not sponsored by these people. These are just what I can afford. Straight flat white on the ceramic, or on the ceramic, and I use these little pie tins. I keep them after someone has a pot pie or one of the microwave little pie, cherry pies or whatever. The bunny rabbits I showed you earlier are coming along. Now keep in mind I haven't done the fine details yet, so their eyes aren't done. The ears are just getting done with the first coat, so it needs a lot more attention to the ears. You need more attention to detail on the groundwork. I still have to do more on the groundwork. I want to change the grass a little bit. I'm not happy with that. And I want to change the flowers some. Their faces are not done yet. The noses need to be filled in. The eyes need to be filled in. Their expressions need to be filled in some more. So those have a long way to go, but that's how it goes so far. Now, I don't know what this particular one is. I'm assuming it's like for snuffing candles or something, but I'm having trouble. I was having a lot of trouble cleaning the inside. So again, I've coated it with a primer on the inside, and then this. And I'll do a couple more coats of that. And then when I've got it finished, and let it dry overnight. Don't just go a couple hours and then spray your clear coat. Don't spray your clear coat if your paint is still tacky. But this is what I use. And it's 2 times the cover. And I usually do 1 coat of this, let it dry overnight. I usually do 3 coats with a 1 night dry in between each coat. So that it can be out. Some people put these outside. So it can be outside, it can be inside. Now, when I finish these little planters, they're going to have rock in the bottom because there's no hole in it for drainage. So they're going to have rock in the bottom with soil, and then each one's getting planted with an aloe plant. a baby aloe, and then they're going to be sold. There's 3 of those, and then the other one is right over there. But that's what's going on so far. Hope you have fun painting.